Hello YouTube, this is Mayun J. Today the purpose of this video, guys, is to finally show you the review of the HTC Galaxy Note 3. As we know, guys, already, this is the Note 3 clone, and let me tell you, it's a very nice phone, very impressive. There's many things I like about it, and I'm gonna go over with you now in this video. First, guys, let's talk about the reception. Right now I just activated the service with Straight Talk. As you guys know, it usually shows as home, and so now the only thing, guys, is it had to happen today is that the 3G on the phone right now, they're working on the towers, so you're not gonna see it working with the 3G network. Now you gotta take my word for it. It does work with 3G only on AT&T networks if you're in the United States. So for those who are in other countries, just search for the AT&T bands inside the USA. And then if your country supports the same bands for that network, then yes, you will get 3G on this device, okay? Another thing is the Wi-Fi, guys. The Wi-Fi works pretty well. Even though sometimes it shows 1 or 2 bars of signal, it does work very well. So you can see right here, we have some reception already for the Wi-Fi. Alright, so next thing we're going to be talking about, guys, is the Bluetooth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to settings. Here I have my little Beats replica by Dr. Dre, and we're going to turn it on. Okay, guys, so the Beats here now is turned on. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to settings, and then we're going to go here to where it says Bluetooth, and of course we had to turn it on. And let's search for devices, and there we already see that it read it already. So it's pairing. There we go. Alright, guys, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Pandora and play just a quick music here, just to test. As you can see, it's working just fine. Alright. You can see it's working just fine. Alright, guys, so yes, the Bluetooth does work quite well. So now next time we're going to test, guys, is actually the GPS on this phone. Here we have the GPS test on the HTC Galaxy Note 3. The GPS, guys, picks up a signal very quickly. As you can see, I'm working on Edge right now, and it's actually rerouting because I just passed the street where it was giving me the address to. And it works very fast, guys. As you can see on the top left corner, it has locked down a signal already, and I'm using T-Mobile on Edge. And all you had to get is GPS status in order to get a faster signal on it. Alright, guys, so yeah, it's worked very well. It's very fast, so I'm very satisfied with the GPS. Alright, guys, so as you can see, the GPS works perfectly well. It actually locks up a signal very fast. I was using, at that time, I was using the T-Mobile network on Edge, so that way you see, you know, that the GPS works even with the most minimum network. However, you do need a network such as either Edge or 3G in order for it to function better. Okay, guys? And next thing we're going to do is now the camera test. Hello YouTube, this is Mayun J, and what I got here is the camera test on the HTC Galaxy Note 3. As you guys can probably see, the camera is quite decent. Supposedly this is a 12.6 megapixel camera. This is the nearest lake, very close to my house. So if you see here the focus, it's not bad at all. Alright, guys, so there you saw the camera test. Again, it's one of the few phones that supports 3G on American networks, which is AT&T, so I think it's a great buy, guys. Now, next thing I'm going to do with you guys is just show you a few applications and whatnot. This is the Antutu benchmark that I got for this device. It was about 13,000, but I'm also going to test that again just so you guys can have a clear understanding of how the CPU performs on this device. So here we have it at 4%. In the meantime, guys, while the benchmark performs, I'm just going to go ahead and weight the phone in grams. Alright, as you can see here guys, this is not a very light phone. It weighs about 174 grams, so it is quite a heavy phone. It actually feels very solid, so that's definitely a plus. Then guys, I'm just gonna go around the phone. As you can see here, on the left side we have the volume rockers. This is the up and down. At the bottom here we have the microphone, we have the charging port together with the loudspeaker and the and of course we have here the stylus. Now guys, the S Pen on this device doesn't work well at all, so that's the only downside of this phone, is that it doesn't work with the stylus. You know, it just, when you touch the screen, it's really a waste of time, so I would recommend just use your fingers. Let's see, on the right side of the phone we have the power button, as you can see right here. On the top you have the 3.5mm headphone jack. This is supposed to be an AR sensor for remote purposes, but guys, it doesn't work on this device. That's another bad side of this device. But I mean, overall guys, for the price, I think it's great. Here at the bottom we have the home button. On the top we have the 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera. And of course, we already did the test on the camera, so this is the 12.6 megapixel with the LED flash. And it comes fully with logos all over the place guys, even in the front, the battery, and underneath the battery. Okay, so we're almost done here with the test. Okay guys, also in the meantime I'm gonna show you the size of this screen. We're gonna do it in inches. Supposedly it has to have a 5.7 inch. It has a resolution of 1280 by 720, so there's a 720p screen. And let me see if I can place the device down. I'm going to try to do this without interrupting the Antutu test. Alright guys, so there you get the idea. The screen is in fact 5.7 inch. Okay. This phone runs MTK 6589. It has 1 gig of RAM. And I'm going to show you that the Antutu test that it gave is at 13,546, which here it compares it almost with the HTC One X. Alright guys, so it's a great score, and it's definitely MTK 6589. It runs Android 4.3, and I'm going to show you that on settings. So if we go to settings, and sorry guys, so if we go to settings, about phone, and here we see guys that it has the 4.3, and we're going to tap on it several times, and there we see 4.3. On the settings, here we have where it says let's see, my device. You scroll down, supposedly it has a smart screen, which I tested it and it really didn't work that well, except for sometimes. So it does have smart pause. Now it's going to be hard to do it now with the with the phone and me recording. It's going to be a little difficult, but yes guys, take my word for it, it does work. It does have the gestures. Now the gestures kind of like, they work only on one side of the phone. I don't know if you can see this. Alright guys, so it does work, sometimes when it wants to. And here we have the air commands, which as we know is mostly used with the S Pen. It's very similar to the Note 3, but again guys, it's not one of my favorite features because it works, but it's kind of laggy when it works. So next time I'm going to show you is the game. The gaming on this device is pretty good, considering that it has the quad-core MTK 6589. All sensors, seem to be working properly. Alright guys, so you do get the idea. Let's play just one more game here real quick. And I gotta tell you guys, this phone, it is very loud. And the best thing I like about this screen, guys, is that honestly sometimes the gaming looks so nice that it actually makes you feel as if it was 1080p. I don't know if you can see this. Even on viewing angles, the screen looks amazing. It looks very nice. So let's see here. Okay guys, so you do get the idea there. The gaming is fantastic. Here I'm just going to try to see, test the browser real quick. Let's just go to a website, let's say youtube.com. The keyboard feels very comfortable and is fully in English, guys. So as you see, the browser works quite fast. The messaging application looks just like the original Note 3 and Samsung S4 and whatnot. Let's see, here we have the dialer. Alright guys, so the dialer is pretty much the same concept. And on the drop down notification here we have our quick toggles, you know, such as for the GPS, Bluetooth, and then you have more options. If you have any questions guys, please let me know. Subscribe for more. I will be bringing more videos quite soon guys, so if you have any questions, like I said, comment below. Subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a good one.